Hey, you two. Well, another rapper's been killed. Of course, everyone's talking about this person, Nipsey Hustle. I don't follow rap music, but one marketing thing they did real well with this is we were all aware. My generation was aware of Nipsey Russell. So this man came out as Nipsey Hustle. So it's instant name recognition. When you hear Nipsey Hustle, you're gonna remember that name, right? So in that way, I was familiar with him. I started listening to the records last night. He's a talented guy. We always have these kind of stories. There's no other industry. There's no other music industry or entertainment industry, Broadway, any other kind of entertainment where people are regularly killing each other. I know a lot of these guys come from rough backgrounds. They come from the streets. This guy was obviously affiliated at some point. Maybe he still was. I don't know. But it seems like our community just doesn't value our lives. So much talk about Black Lives Matter, but does it matter to us? That's the primary problem. Aren't most of the murders committed by us, to us? Uh, you guys hear me talking about I used to be in the streets, used to deal drugs and so forth. But one of the lines I would never cross was I didn't do a lot. I'm ashamed to say this. I didn't do business with a lot of black people. Mm-mm. They're all over the drug game. And I had friends, most of my friends were black people that were close to. I didn't do business with them. Because I know I could end up dead. When you're arrested, you go to jail. You're around a lot of young people. Young people go to jail more than old people, right? And the conversation, most of the conversation among the young people was who got, they would say, killed, and who killed that person, and where, all their affiliations and who they suspected killed. Oh, don't speak on that. The conversation was basically who was killed. They all knew all of the different details around the various murders. So I would get that information when I was in jail, and I would say I would never get involved in those crowds, and I wouldn't give a damn how good the money appeared to be. I was not going to live messing in certain crowds. So it's not a criticism really of black people. I will say that we just seem to be. I mean, people do different kinds of violence. Black people don't generally go into schools and kill everybody in the school. We don't generally do mass killings kind of things, but we do crime associated with emotions and with money. There was a time when people were killing each other over their tennis shoes. The tennis shoes cost more than $100. You could be killed for that. So we have a long history with this violence thing. It's just sad. It's so sad. It's so sad because here's this guy. He's in the money now. He's opening business. He's a smart guy, obviously, because he's not just not waiting for his career to start going the downcline. He's invested in all kind of businesses, right? And from what I understand, he even bought this mall where he was shot. He owned the whole place, the whole mall. But to achieve success, and then your life is no more valuable than if you were selling crack. You have just as much good a chance of being killed as if you were selling crack on the street corner. I mean, what's the point? All right, so as I said, I didn't know about this particular case. Black people, we got a long way to go. We got a long way to. Even when you hear these acid rocker people and these other white folks got all this kind of strange kind of music, where they chop off chickens' heads and all this kind of stuff, and they do a little violent kind of dance kind of thing when they thrashing into each other. You don't hear those people while they're killing each other. You just don't. In the drug game, people sell this drug, that drug, that drug. Only place they're killing people was with the crack, with the street drugs in the hood. So anyway, my theory has always a long time been we had to stop the violence in general in the black community. I believe that a lot of these people are abused. They start off being abused children. I believe it starts there. Now, I know I'm going to offend a whole lot of people, and I was an abused child myself. These people are not going to jump up and slap their mama in the mouth or their daddy in the mouth. What they're going to do is they're going to build rage within themselves. Build rage from being abused. Build rage from not having money. Build rage from being a black person in America. All this stuff builds up. And then when they hit the streets, when they're able to leave the home, all hell breaks loose because they got so much pent up. Maybe it's time we stop beating the kids and learn how to talk to them. Maybe that's part of it. So it's just a shame. 33 years old that's a young person. Happens every day. And there's somebody somewhere. They ain't feeling bad because they killed that man. Somewhere they drinking 40s, celebrating. And when they end up going to jail for the rest of their lives, this is going to be their badge of honor. Unless someone who knew Nipsey kills them. It's horrible. It's a sad day. I wouldn't even necessarily speak on this, but it seems like everyone's speaking on it, so I should have an opinion. We should have an opinion about what goes on around us, what goes on in the black community. This man felt like he could change things in his neighborhoods. So he invested his money in those areas, right? He was very, very accessible. People resent you. You're doing better than them. They don't want to see you pull up in the hood, no Ferrari. That's not not something that they can accept very well, that you're doing so well and they're doing so bad. So a lot of people resent you. They're jealous of you. I used to get told on, thank God nobody came and killed me, but I used to get told on all the time. And I know it's from people who I was doing business with. They don't like you. They don't understand why you should have it and they shouldn't. So it's a sad thing. This is not going to stop. People, rap music, they kind of glorify violence. It seems like it's somewhat better than it was. And there are many people who have made it through. Snoop and all those people, they've made it through. They made Dr. Dre, the people are virtually billionaires. So some people have made it through. They've learned how to play that game, keep a safe distance in that game. But if you're gonna be an American millionaire, you're gonna have to act like a millionaire, not like a street thug, in my opinion. This rap industry has virtually taken over the music industry in the United States of America. And this is how you're going to waste your time? I mean, this is how what you're going to be remembered by how many people were killed? Nothing glamorous about murdering people. We're not savages. People should be able to become successful and let that be successful. Let there be some distance from the very lowest bottom. But this person was killed just like he was a crack dealer on Crenshaw Boulevard. They didn't make no distinction at all. So what's the point? Condolences to the family of this brother. Seemed like he had a lot of good attributes as well. And he was trying to help his community in many ways. Just sad. My condolences to your family. My hope would be that other people in the family will be educated. Maybe it's just time to get out of those neighborhoods. If you can, if you have the means to get away, get away. Doesn't mean you don't love your community. It just means that it's not a place to be the only successful person in the neighborhood. That makes sense. I don't know. Too many of these stories. The biggest stars, they're martyred because they got murdered. We got to stop it, people. We got to start valuing our lives, realizing that black lives do matter. It should matter, especially to us. Can't expect everyone else to value our lives if we don't give a shit. It's just the truth. Hip hop, rap, you guys are running the music industry right now. Focus on capitalizing on what you're doing. I mean, you're making a mark. What difference does it make if you can go out to your car and just be shot dead in a few seconds? So we got to grow up. All right, sad, sad commentary, I know, but it is what it is.